here today, and the title of this research is Multi-Level Three-Dimensional Public Place and Urban Phenomena. Let's take us through inside of the slide. Just one thing I would like to explain today is the topography, physical environment in the city can make a particular culture, and it influences a lot of everyday life of the people in the city. City of Lausanne has a particular building culture based on its topography. It drives three successive theses. Place to Europe in form has a potential meaning as new form of urban sphere. A mechanical device would be closely related to the new urban space as three-dimensional space. In addition, new time-space experience entitled urban promenade could be accomplished thanks to the mechanical device, not just a simple architectural device. In Encyclopedia of Urban Studies, Hutchison said, spheres form an integral part of the urban fabric, and open spaces like the square are deemed paramount for the livability of our cities. This entry traces the historical roots of squares in the urban and subsequently unpacks how they improve the quality of urban life. So it's very evident that the square is a very special place for producing a sort of urban life and urban culture. And also, the great achievement of the elevator is its ability to mechanically establish connections within a building, but not just inside, even in outside public place. For example, from the house, in office, and administration buildings, and museum, and also outside open spaces. And also, Laplace said the elevator is very dangerous things for the architect. It means the impact and effect of this machine is very strong and important in our contemporary society. We explained the formation and diversity of the three-dimensional space and examined the possible new value of the vertical communication of the modern sphere through architectural mechanical devices. For example, slope, steps, and elevator to overcome levels and discontinuity in all cities. There are three cases like Piazza del Campo, Spanish steps, and also with elevator, Elevado San Justa in Lisbon. Those are very famous and also very funny places to see sightseeings and also some particular urban promenade. In modern times, these examples show architectural and mechanical elements ensuring particular three-dimensional continuity in our contemporary cities. Those elements engage in a variety of dynamic activities in our everyday life beyond simple horizontal two-dimensional movement. With expanded steps and endless slopes within three-dimensional structure, and also in front of building with plaza, we can use very dynamic escalator. For example, Lausanne Flow case study based on public space and mechanical devices. Here we can find the particular topography with the first image. The city is like topography. And there are very particular transportation system concentrated on one point in the center. And also this place was occupied by box-type warehouse for industrial period. And now this is like a commercial area. The floor is characterized by the 30 meters of underlevel from the city ground level. And beside the change of space organization, it still has to overcome different levels and develop other different types of mechanical devices. Because of the different levels, anyway, the people has to use different types of mechanisms to go up and down. And this was a blueprint project for the development of the city of Lausanne. And Bernard Tschumi, he proposed 4 different types of bridges. It continues and also connects the different levels, and they have different types of programs. And the first part, the triangle-shaped place was realized today. And also, flow mill project for administration and other complex programs and other successive urban public space in flow was developed. Like 5 different types of public places you can see in the slide. And the last one is the main site as Place de Europe. Like image, you can see the particular shape of the place. It represents a particular type, like a three-dimensional sphere. It could be worked very efficiently by the transparent building shape, like main elevator system, and also with the footbridge, suspended footbridge connected by the elevator. First, you can distinguish the shape of this place, like a triangle shape. So, I can show you a different example, like Place building in Paris. For example, this one is very traditional sphere, but the shape is very particular, like it's a shell shape of a triangle. And the case of floor is almost right-angled triangle. At this shape makes different types of fluidity and connections, also different types of activities with this volume, not just plane. For example, in first case, you can see the almost this triangle surface with surroundings, for example, with residential buildings, and on the left, for example, head chaussee, for example, ground level is occupied by commercial systems. But the case of Lausanne, from Place de Europe, is almost surrounded by infrastructures and also there are 30 meters different levels, and you can find other more complex programs like disbursement, for example, commercial systems, also administration and other diverse programs. The shape and volume is almost the same, but with surroundings of place and different levels, the character could be very different. And anyway, those are related to the history and culture of the cities. To maintain three-dimensional space, for example, endless pedestrian and traffic flows control and location of main vertical devices, and openness or closeness of borders could be very important. For example, the first image we can see this suspended footbridge connects two other circulations. So it makes a long type endless circulation on upper level. And also there are two different levels and different types of circulations. And finally, this elevator building can make the connection vertically. So if we imagine there is no vertical system, those three levels circulation couldn't be fluent, and the people can't use these systems. Just so each level there could be more different types of movements, but there can't be connect. So we can distinguish the vertical movement was very important. And those are the sections and some images of the elevator. Originally, we can find the other form of elevators. For example, 1900, we used old elevator tower was already, but now it was renovated and we use other images of the elevator. And here we can compare the properties of mechanical devices like elevators and also lamps and some escalators, etc. And perhaps we can see the size of the inside cab and speed and also different shapes. In the case of elevator, we can find 4 different types of elevator, and the main elevator in the middle of this place was very important. And if we see the size of this elevator, normally there are many users with bicycles and also some wheelchairs or for the disabled people. So the depth of size was more than 1.8 meter, and wide. This elevator is very wide, almost 2.2 meter. In order to describe characteristics and functions of this elevator in the public sphere, we introduced some issues and parameters based on the following problem. Here we locate the main mechanical device. What kind of visibility does it allow? Is it efficient by corresponding speed, quality, etc.? And then we can test it by moving the elevator from north to south, or change the transparency from opaque to transparent, and also we can test by changing the speed of the elevator. For example, the first case is with localization. When we locate the elevator on the south parts, middle and north parts, the visibility from the people using this elevator will be changed. And in that case, the last one, for example, this is very difficult to gain the quality of the sightseeing. But the south or middle part can get very interesting sightseeing. And other two cases also we can compare different connection with mainstream or the underground transport system like metro for the people. And those are some descriptions of categories and parameters to compare to evaluate the quality of the elevator. For example, for the localization, we can put three parameters like visibility, fluidity, and connectivity. And also we can compare different types of mechanical devices like lamp, escalator, and elevator. In those cases, we can evaluate the quality of the elevator in the public space. But anyway, we have to describe or use more categories, develops more categories and parameters to know more exact quality of the machine mechanical devices. But this was just the first test, so I have to develop more categories. And 3 points will be revealed for the application of a three-dimensional multi-layered structure. For example, link type circulation system on upper level and connection with existing networks on each level was important. And completeness of vertical or diagonal devices for efficiency and pleasure was important. And also creation of stage and CS based on CS scene, or we can say watch and watch motion on new virtual elevation. Because those kind of mechanical device normally with transparency we can notice by very high quality of sightseeing. So this is very useful mechanics to gain the sightseeing point sometimes in hidden place or some here we cannot see we don't go outside. So mechanical devices help to discover different types of sightseeing. And those are some descriptions, more description for the conclusions, but you can see on the text. And mostly I would like to introduce other things. Other several issues for the application was retracted. First one is evaluation category and parameter structuring problem was important. So we have to develop more categories. And the database problems, for example, in the category speed and size of the elevator in other public sphere. But for example, comparison in several cases was necessary, but in this case, just one case was examined. So to gain generality, I think we have to compare more public places for with three-dimensional space. And different types of mechanical devices analysis and evaluation will be required for the next step. In case of escalator in Paris, but the three-dimensional sphere type is very similar to front cases. So, yeah. Just I would like to finish this presentation by urging by one thing. The physical environment like topography is also something very important to know or develop our